I believe we are live. Sorry about that. I couldn't tell if we were live. But hi, I am Nancy Yonner, and I am coming to you from the heart of my home, my kitchen. And I own a company here in Loudoun County. I've been selling real estate here for 30 plus years, and I own Love to List. And we are under the Keller Williams umbrella. And I missed you last week because, hey Deb, anyhow, I'm so glad to be here with you this week, and I love coming in and connecting and sharing with you. I missed you last week. As you recall, I was away in sunny California and had the wonderful opportunity to enjoy a very special birthday celebration for my dear sweet Auntie Jean. And it was very meaningful. It was nice to see my mom. She's my mom's older sister. And then my sister was there, and my niece and brother and his wife. So it was nice to see some family. And again, it was very meaningful. I don't know about you, but that's the only person I know or have been with that's 100 years old. So it was very exciting, and I'm very proud of my aunt. So didn't get to see you last week. The week before, I shared some products that I love. And, you know, the whole thing about From the Heart of My Home is it's a little bit of a variety. So it's some of my cooking demonstration in my kitchen. I interview some local businesses. I love supporting local, and I love exposing businesses to you. And then sometimes it's real estate. Like today, we're going to get a little update and on the real estate world. Just a second, my dog. Hold on. Oh my goodness. That happens all the time. I try to get her all settled. But anyways, so it's a nice variety. I hope that you enjoy it. If you do watch it after the live, please hit replay and let me know that you popped in. I actually, when I was out west, a lot of my cousins told me they'd watch this, and I'm like, you never comment. So anyways, when I was talking about products last week, by the way, I mentioned a product, Dormio, and it's too bad I can't sell for them because I think I've sold 3 pillow tops, and they are the best. My husband swears by it. He has the best sleep he's had in I can't even tell you how long. So anyways, be sure to check that one out. That was from 2 weeks ago. So that's it. We're going to talk real estate today, some trends, some general information, some specific data information, and I hope that you enjoy what you learn here. And so the bottom line is this is amazing, right? We all know that we've had a very good year for real estate for sellers. It's been amazing. But when I read this today, I was like, oh my gosh. I kind of knew it intuitively. So we all know the prices have gone up, right? However, year over year, so all of the figures that I'm talking to you about today is like through July. We don't have August statistics yet, which I can kind of tell you I know what that's going to look like. But from last year to this year, home prices, drum roll, have gone up 18%. That is a record, I believe. Well, this company that records this type of data, it's called CoreLogic. They've been recording since 1975, and that's the highest one-year record since they've been recording. So anyways, I thought that was an amazing statistic or percentage. And then the next thing I wanted to talk to you about, I'm looking down at some of my notes, is thank goodness for blank, blank, blank. I know you could probably figure it out. Thank goodness for blank, blank, blank. Low interest rates. We are still at 2.75 to 3%. So that's really great, because if the interest rates start going up, when the home prices have gone up 18%, we know that the buyers would really pull away. So it's still a good time to buy because the cost of money is so low. And remember, I told you I have a little instinct about August. We have definitely seen a leveling off. Like we've kind of hit the ceiling of that 18% price increase over last year. So we're starting to see a level and a more normalizing, and I do believe we'll start to shift into a little bit more of a balanced market where it won't be so skewed seller wise. Okay, so I wanted to let you know about that. Another interesting piece of general information is that the suburbs have been consistently selling better and more than the city. Also, it's really interesting. Homeowners are definitely staying in their homes longer. So I've been saying this for years, and I've definitely seen the trend compared to when I first started selling real estate to now. So the average, we're heading towards a 15-year average. Okay, we're at about anywhere. Some people say anywhere between 9 and 13 years right now, but we're headed towards a 15-year average. People stay in their homes. I know for me, I've been in my home since 2003, I think. Yeah. So, but the type of people that I'm seeing in that are kind of moving around is either they're staying in their homes or they're downsizing, and I see a lot of people leaving the market here. I'm not seeing quite as many like people going from Cascades style, downsizing the size of their home, or like they want to go to a different lifestyle. So like maybe live on the lake or a river or something like that, or in the mountains. So anyway, so that's pretty interesting. Another interesting thing, general, because I've got some articles I'm going to talk to you about as well, is that, for several years, the trend was not as big of homes. Like people weren't interested in buying the bigger homes. Well, we're starting to see that change a little bit where buyers want a little bit more space, and they want the ability to be able to spread out, and they need more space in their home because people are staying home more. So a little bit bigger homes, going back to that trend. Let's see. Oh, we have definitely seen an uptick nationwide on medium home prices, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about our local Loud market here in a minute. And then we've also seen a trend of low inventory. So we're in that nationally, we're down like 24% in our inventory as compared to last year. And last year we were down probably about 20%. So within the last 2 years, our inventory has decreased, the number of homes on the market by like 40%. So pretty interesting general data I pulled from a couple different resources. I can put that information to you later after I do a recap. But this is a great resource. You guys can go online. It's the Dulles Association of Realtors. So it's DAAR. And it tells you all the local information for Lowndes County. But a couple of things that I thought were interesting with this first map that I looked at. And the Lowndes as a whole, that's where more population down in eastern Lowndes than western Lowndes, right? But it's interesting because Leesburg sales are down compared to the rest of the county, and it's mainly because there's no inventory there. So that was interesting. And then the median, let's see, did I bring that up here? Oh yeah, I wanted to tell you what our median price is for Lowndes County right now. It's 508,000 is the median home price. I have a girlfriend up in Toronto, and hers is like double that. I mean, Toronto is insane. Our median household income, by the way, in Lowndes County is 142,000. And then the population in Lowndes County, I looked this up. If you guys haven't looked at the the census. If you go to census.gov, they just released the census report. They did, it just recently got released, and our population in Loudoun County has risen about 30%. So we're at 420,000 in Loudoun County. So that was interesting. And another interesting thing is that almost 80% of people in Loudoun own their homes. So we don't have 30% I guess is rental market. So that was interesting. And so that information you can get on census.gov. So the other thing I wanted to share with you, I'm sure you guys all know this is national news, but it's important to our real estate industry as a whole, that the Supreme Court recently ended the eviction moratorium, right? You know how the CDC got involved with that, and it went up to the higher court. So that will help the homeowners that are not big landowners, apartment complex buildings and things like that, but the small investor, 1, 2, 3, 4, homes that they have to rent out. So that should really help them. So that was that just recently happened that happened August 26th. I'm sure you heard about that, but I thought that was important real estate information. The other thing about Loudoun County, sorry to jump around, out of all the different counties in Virginia, in all of Virginia, Loudoun County saw the biggest population growth. I thought that was interesting. So we've had a 34% increase. Yeah, I definitely think that the inventory will increase a little bit. I'm already seeing that in September, where I see a lot more coming soons coming to market. They get advertised through our agent MLS before they hit the market. And so I'm seeing a ton of coming soons. However, the inventory is so low, I don't know that we'll see an immediate impact. It's not like the inventory levels are going to just go real high, because there's buyers waiting for the inventory. So the inventory is going to come in and it's going to get sold. Although I do want to tell you, I have seen more withdrawals and expired listings happening in the last 2 months than I've seen since the pandemic. So I think agents are maybe, pricing and presentation, I've always said, are key. So you have to do all the right things even in a hot market. And I think that when we had a really hot market, people thought, you just put the house on the market, it'll sell. But there are some other strategies and plans that you have to have in place if what you thought was going to happen doesn't happen. So I'm seeing a little bit more expireds and withdrawals in our marketplace, which is actually good for me, because I love those type of properties that don't sell. So a matter of fact, a couple of real estate things that I want to talk to you about. I'll tell you my last thing of real estate related, though. I do want to tell you, this isn't something I talk about very much, but if you know of anyone that we can help first-time home buyers, Virginia has an amazing loan program, and they have about $10 million sitting there for the Virginia Housing Department that help first-time home buyers. There's programs out there called VHDA, and certain lenders do those. So if those plans really help with interest rates, they help with the closing costs. There's such great programs out there. So I wanted to make sure I mentioned that. I don't talk about that enough because I'm such a listing agent, but if you do know of anyone, there are some great programs out there. So what I wanted to talk to you about, as you know, Love to List was kind of developed last February. We launched it, and that really came out of the fact that I love to listen and I love to help clients. and particularly people with more difficult or challenging, more complex home sale. And I mean, anyone can sell a $400,000 townhouse, right? Pretty much you can get your license and go sell it. I really like to help those that have either a more financial, more emotional need. And I'm actually working with someone right now that was referred to me by another local realtor. And actually, this homeowner had met with several realtors and they never came back because it's not a very pretty situation. It's a little bit of a situation of hoarding, and then there's some emotional, financial. So I would never share anything about that person, but what my point is that I've been working with now them for going on 2 months, and I'm hoping at some point we'll get their house here on the market in September. We've got several really nice homes coming to market, and but it's those type of situations that I know I can help. So if you know of anyone that has a more difficult situation, a listing that is expired, or it didn't sell for whatever reason, they took it off the market, or maybe it's an ugly house, I'm sorry, but there are some out there like that we can kind of pretty up and market it properly. So anyways, just wanted to make sure that you know that that's where my heart is. And after selling for 30 years, it's so nice. I love, love, love working almost 100% referrals. So it's just been a wonderful year so far in real estate on so many levels. And so thank you all, as always, for all of your support. So appreciate it. I love working with my friends, my family, my clients, my community. So it just really means a lot to me when you pick up the phone and call me and ask for help from me. And it doesn't have to always be like you're ready to sell. I have so many resources, so many things that I can help you with your home. As you know, I get all kinds of calls about paint color and different things. So I am here for you. Just give me a call if you need anything. Last thing I wanted to talk to you about, this is a little bit real estate, not real estate trends or anything, but this is a coated lockbox. I'm sure you guys are familiar with maybe something like this. We do use this a lot in our industry. When we're getting a house ready for market, we need to get contractors to come in. Anyways, I do have quite a few of these that I keep on hand. So I wanted to let you know that if you're doing some work at your house and you have some contractors coming in, or if you have a need for a weekend, like you need to plop this on for someone for whatever reason, maybe you have some pets sitting, hey, I am more than happy to lend you one of my coated lock boxes. I can go over and pop it off wherever you need. So trust me, these come in so handy, and I know we have one on our house because of emergency from living with my mother-in-law. But if you're doing a temporary project and you wanted to borrow one of these, please don't hesitate. I'm happy to loan you my coated lockbox. Okay? All right. I think that's it. Oh, the only other thing I want to let you know, that my number one client right now, all but one client are all downsizing. So it seems to be a trend. So if you know of anyone that's downsizing, that is like one of my faves. So anyhow, I hope that you found this helpful. I will see you next week, September 15th. And again, if you came at the end and you see the replay, please let me know. It's great to have you here. Hi, Vicki. I'll give you another 1.5 years. I hope so. I'm sure there's going to be multiple bids on your property. You have such a nice home. So anyhow, you guys, thanks so much for joining me. And of course, thumbs up. Lots of love, and keep smiling. Make it a great week, and we'll see you next week.